Today I am going to give a presentation on algae oil and the pros of algae oil. Our oil stocks are on a bell curve in this country, dramatically diminishing from here on in. We have peaked the curve. And in the future, what are we going to use to fuel our economy, our cars, our trucks, our infrastructure? Corn is a good option, but in today's market, only 12% of all corn, if corn today was used to make fuel, there's only 12% of that would cover, only 12% of oil futures would be covered. And only 6% of diesel demand would be covered. Algae is the future. It does not need to be grown on field, does not need to be grown in specific farmland. It can be grown in the desert where land prices are low and where water can be pumped in easily. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about those topics. So I'm going to talk to you today about the growth of algae and how easy it is to grow. Algae can be grown in every climate, like I said. All it needs is sunlight and water and nutrients. Luckily, the nutrients algae needs to grow were overabundant. It needs CO2, which we're at this current time pumping into the ground to get rid of. This way, we can use it to grow our oil. We also need nitrogen, which is flooding the Gulf of Mexico and creating a dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico. We can then use that instead of putting it in the Gulf of Mexico. We can put it back into our own economy as fuel. Some of the nutrients that it also uses is iron and phosphorus, which we're abundant in as well. There are a lot of different techniques to grow in these environments. There are photobioreactors, and there's also pond systems. The pond systems, as of right now, seems to be the best option due to its low cost and easy production. All it is a circular pond with a pump at one end that moves the water. This helps keep it moving and helps the growth of the algae to mix up the nutrients into it. There's also the photobioreactor is another option. It is a tubed system, so the algae grows in the tubes and then it is pumped out after it reaches its maximum growth potential. This is a good idea, but at the same time, it costs a lot. But the pros of this system are that you can leave it alone easily. It does not evaporate the water, which when you're trying to grow a water-based organism in the desert can be a benefit right there. Growing algae in the desert is also beneficial because in order to dry it, all you would have to do is literally just set it out in the sun. Then a day or two, it's dried. Algae can also be used for biogas, which can help heat plants, heat schools, heat government buildings. It can be used for transportation fuels such as jet fuel, gasoline, and other liquid fuels, as well as biodiesel. It is a very easy operation to grow between algae production, harvesting, and processing. So it can be done within a 24-hour period or 48-hour period, depending on what kind of nutrients and sunlight growth you have. So the benefit of this is that it takes thousands to millions of years to grow a fossil fuel oil, whereas algae oil, you can do it within a week. Right now, the pond system seems to be the best option because of the cost. The cost of this is starting to become more comparative to fossil fuel oil prices. As of right now, they predict that it will cost about $100 per barrel. Whereas, as of right now, current market is about $85 a barrel. We have seen over $100 a barrel. So one of the major benefits of algae is that it's the answer soon, not far away. So, the major pro of algae is that it's our future. And it's our future tomorrow, not next year. So I hope you guys took away from this that when you're looking at renewable energy in the future, that a lot of these little areas are, and the research, money that's going into research is here to help you guys, not just a big oil company. Thank you.